What's going on, guys? Come on in. Come on in. Hey, this is Rocky. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you find any of these interesting topics, please stay a while. Subscribe. Go ahead and hit the bell notification. You can get notifications when I do go live. I do go live, and I will be posting now every day starting this February. Well, we are in February now. So, hey, thanks for stopping by. I know there's going to be a lot of other videos that are really helpful and knowledgeable, but I hope you can hang out for a while and watch my channel grow as it continues to grow. And thank you guys for being here, for all that you have been here for a long time. All of you, thank you so much. You've been a great help to me when I needed you the most. So I'm really grateful for you. I mean that with all my heart. Um, Guys, I want to share something with you about children and the mirror image of your life, of their life. Um, when you know this already, this is many of the things that I talk about are not new. A lot of these things that we live in a world now, there's so much information that we can gather from all over the world that we tend to repeat things, and maybe in different ways or different animated ways or in different with different topics, but many things are repeated. So you're more than likely have heard this before, but your children are going to be a mirror image of your actions, and or they're going to be the mirror image of your 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 unwanted action. I would say your I'm not finding the right word. And again, I don't like to stop these videos. And many times they're not scripted. Sometimes they are. I do have notes with me sometimes, but sometimes they're not. And so I like it to be natural and organic as it flows through my mind and out to you. So that way we can have kind of a more personable conversation, because I am you and you are me. We are a mirror image of each other. I had a situation happen where there was a gentleman I was speaking to, and the gentleman instantly started raising his voice. He was just completely upset. I did nothing to exacerbate the situation or instigate the situation. I was just very simply helping him what he asked me to help him with. And I said, okay, should we do it like, and then he just exploded. He had his family there with him, his two kids and his wife, and they just watched him. They turned their heads and they just watched him just belittle me, shout at me, and yell. The first thing I thought, and the first thing that came out of my mind, I don't know if I really should have said this, but this is my first intention, because I speak to many of you guys, and you guys are parents as well too. But the first thing I said was, we're not going to do this right now. You're looking really bad in front of your family, and it's best that we do this the right way and not the wrong way. I think that may have upset him even more. He continued to get louder and more, I guess, aggressive, and he had this aggressive demeanor towards me and shouting, and it almost scared his kids, and well, it did scare his kids and his wife, and they looked like they were afraid of their own father. So there we go. It leads me to tell you, those children, no matter what they to with respect to that family, those children are, although they may not be comfortable with watching their father act that way, more than likely their father has acted like that before in the past, and they're probably seen him act like that before, because in no way, shape, or form did they stop him. It didn't seem like it was shocking to them at all. They just looked and like, oh, there goes dad again, acting that way out in public to a stranger that he even asked to help. So I'm like just watching the looks on the family's faces, and I'm like telling this guy to calm down. This is not the way to act. Let's do this the right way. And I can't believe, after the fact, I just can't help but think about that family. He more than likely was a couple of things. He probably was, he was living outside of himself. He was living in his anger. So he maybe had felt this ego boost of trying to show this manliness to his family because he probably is feeling like less of a man in his own home. So outside his home, he has this subconscious desire to want to be more like aggressive and show manliness because of the lack of manliness he feels in his own home. And that's something we need to recognize. Many times we act out, we over our egos as men, and we can't really be that type of person, because when we act out, lash out, cuss words, and raising our voice and screaming and being very aggressive style in communicating with just people out in the street, our children may see that that's wrong. They're uncomfortable, but subconsciously they're going to, over time, be comfortable with seeing dad act like that. And because they're comfortable seeing dad act like that, or mom, this could be a mom too. I've seen moms act like that. The child will be comfortable with choosing a spouse like that. And when a spouse acts like that, instead of saying, oh no, I don't want this for my future husband or my future wife, and I don't want to have kids with somebody that's going to act like this, they're going to be comfortable with it because they've already lived and learned and grew up watching that type of behavior. It's why we have to, as parents, as fathers and mothers, get a good check on ourselves. We need to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves and our own family. So that's something to think about as fathers and mothers. How can we do those things? I've talked about it before, is just be very self-aware of the way you are delivering your message, the way you are presenting yourself. Remember, when the way you present yourself to the world is a representation of the way that your children will expect themselves to be. I love you guys. Thanks again for stopping by. Be better parents. No matter your situation, your children are always watching. Your children are always going to be a mirror image of the person that you express yourself to be. And love your children through you by loving yourself and loving who you are and being a better version of you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to comment down below. Let me know what video or topic you want me to touch on next. And please don't forget to subscribe and like. Take care. Talk to you again soon.